The world is full of strange and mysterious creatures, each with its own unique story and lore. These tales often blur the lines between reality and myth, captivating our imaginations and sparking endless debates. From the depths of the Amazon to the heights of the Himalayas, stories abound of animals that defy explanation. These creatures, often elusive and shrouded in mystery, challenge our understanding of the natural world and invite us to explore the unknown. One such creature, the Loveland Frogman, has haunted the banks of the Little Miami River in Ohio for decades. This enigmatic being has been the subject of numerous sightings and reports, each adding to its mystique and allure. This bizarre cryptid, often described as a humanoid frog, has captivated the imaginations of locals and monster enthusiasts alike. Its unusual appearance and elusive nature make it a perfect subject for folklore and legend. Its legend is woven into the fabric of Ohio folklore, a testament to our enduring fascination with the unknown. Around campfires and in local gatherings, stories of the Loveland Frogman are shared, keeping the legend alive for new generations. Sightings of the Loveland Frogman date back to the 1950s. These early reports describe encounters with a creature that seemed to defy the natural order, sparking curiosity and fear in equal measure. The creature is said to stand around 3 to 4 feet tall, a diminutive yet imposing figure that seems almost otherworldly. Witnesses often describe a sense of unease and wonder when encountering the frogman. It has leathery green skin, webbed hands, and a frog-like face. These distinctive features set it apart from any known animal, adding to the mystery and intrigue that surrounds it. Some witnesses claim it carries a small staff or wand, an unusual detail that adds a touch of the supernatural to its legend. This staff is often described as having strange glowing symbols, further deepening the enigma. Whether a real cryptid or a figment of imagination, the Loveland Frogman has become a cultural icon in Ohio. Its story is a reminder of the power of folklore and the human desire to believe in the extraordinary. The Loveland Frogman continues to be a symbol of mystery and wonder, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. One of the earliest and most intriguing and most well-known sightings of the Loveland Frogman occurred in 1955. This mysterious event has captivated the imaginations of many, sparking debates and discussions that continue to this day. A businessman, whose identity remains a matter of debate, was driving along a rural road near Loveland, Ohio. Late one night, the road was dimly lit and the air was thick with the quiet stillness of the countryside. He claimed to have seen 3 strange figures huddled by the side of the road. These figures appeared to be engaged in some sort of conversation or ritual, their movements slow and deliberate. Curious, he stopped his car for a closer look. The businessman, driven by a mix of curiosity and apprehension, stepped out of his vehicle, his heart pounding in his chest. As he approached, the figures stood up, revealing themselves to be bipedal frog-like creatures. The businessman was startled, his breath catching in his throat as he took in the sight before him. The creatures stared back at him for a moment before scrambling over a guardrail and disappearing into the Little Miami River. Their movements were quick and agile, leaving the businessman in a state of shock and disbelief. This encounter, recounted in hushed tones, quickly became a local legend. The story spread like wildfire, with each retelling adding new layers of mystery and intrigue. It cemented the Loveland Frogman's place in Ohio folklore. To this day, the tale of the businessman's encounter remains one of the most fascinating and enduring stories in the region's rich tapestry of legends and myths. The legend of the Loveland Frogman resurfaced in 1972, capturing the imagination of many and reigniting old tales. It all began with a series of startling encounters that left the small town of Loveland, Ohio, buzzing with curiosity and fear. In March of that year, a Loveland police officer reported seeing a large, frog-like creature crouched on the side of the road. The officer, whose name was Mark Matthews, was on a routine patrol when he noticed something unusual. The officer slammed on his brakes, his heart racing as he tried to make sense of what he was seeing. The creature, startled by the sudden stop, leaped over a guardrail and into the river, disappearing into the darkness. Just 2 weeks later, another officer from the same department reported a similar sighting. This time, it was Officer Ray Shockey who encountered the mysterious creature. Shockey claimed to have fired a shot at the creature, hoping to capture it or at least scare it away. He described the creature in vivid detail. According to Shockey, it stood about 3 feet tall, with leathery skin and a frog-like face that seemed almost otherworldly. The description matched that of Matthew's earlier sighting. Despite an extensive search by the police, no trace of the creature was found. The riverbank and surrounding areas were scoured, but the frogman seemed to have vanished without a trace. Some skeptics dismissed the sightings as misidentified escaped iguanas, suggesting that the officers had simply seen large lizards that had gotten loose. However, many believe the police reports lend credibility to the legend. The detailed accounts from trained officers added a layer of authenticity that was hard to ignore, keeping the mystery of the Loveland Frogman alive in the minds of many. Professor Edgar Slotkin, a renowned folklorist, has studied the Loveland Frogman legend extensively. He notes that sightings tend to occur in cycles. Periods of intense activity are followed by years of silence. This pattern, he argues, is typical of many folklore creatures. Slotkin believes that the Loveland Frogman, like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, represents our primal fear of the unknown. He suggests that the sightings may be fueled by a combination of misidentification, hoaxes, and the power of suggestion. Regardless of their origin, the stories continue to capture the imagination. The legend of the Loveland Frogman has not been confined to whispered stories and local folklore. It has also found its way into popular culture. Author James Renner, known for his investigative journalism, wrote a novel titled The Man from the Black Lagoon that weaves a fictionalized account of the Loveland Frogman legend. The creature has also been featured in a musical, The Ballad of the Loveland Frogman, which premiered in Cincinnati in 2014. Adding to its cultural presence, a low-budget horror film, The Loveland Frog, was released in 2016, further solidifying the creature's place in the pantheon of monster movies. The enduring legend of the Loveland Frogman has had a tangible impact on the town of Loveland, Ohio. The creature has become something of a local mascot. Its image adorns t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other souvenirs. The town even holds an annual Loveland Frogman festival, celebrating the legend with food, music, and family-friendly activities. The festival draws visitors from all over, eager to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature and experience the quirky charm of Loveland. The Loveland Frogman, whether real or imagined, has become an integral part of the town's identity. While the legend of the Loveland Frogman persists, many remain skeptical. Dr. Sarah Jones, a herpetologist at the Cincinnati Zoo, offers a more rational explanation for the sightings. She points out that the Little Miami River is home to a variety of amphibians, including bullfrogs, which can grow to surprisingly large sizes. Dr. Jones believes that the sightings could be attributed to misidentified bullfrogs or other large amphibians. She suggests that factors like poor lighting, distance, and the power of suggestion can distort perception, leading people to see what they expect or want to see. While her explanations are grounded in science, they do little to diminish the allure of the legend. The enduring popularity of the Loveland Frogman legend speaks to our fascination with the unknown. In a world increasingly dominated by technology and scientific understanding, there is a certain comfort in believing that some mysteries remain unsolved. Cryptozoology, the study of hidden animals, thrives on this fascination. Whether it's the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, or the Loveland Frogman, these creatures represent the unexplored corners of our world and the limits of our knowledge. The possibility, however remote, that such creatures might exist is enough to keep the legends alive. The Loveland Frogman, like many cryptids, occupies a strange space between folklore and reality. While concrete evidence of its existence remains elusive, the sheer volume of sightings and the enduring nature of the legend are difficult to ignore. Whether a real creature, a misidentified animal, or a product of our collective imagination, the Loveland Frogman has left an undeniable mark on popular culture. It serves as a reminder that even in the 21st century, there are still mysteries to be explored and stories to be told. So the next time you find yourself driving along the banks of the Little Miami River, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might see lurking in the shadows.